Well, I think they can. I think this is our election to lose, really, and we have the ability to lose it. So if it weren't for the Democratic Party, we'd be screwed to begin with. So there's a reason that it's hard to win the White House 3 times in a row. President Obama had a good week last week, but it's not a substitute for good policies. Things that happened last week, we need to celebrate in some ways and understand that change is afoot. The bottom line is that I really believe that Hillary is going to inherit a presidency that people are a little tired of. John McCain was running into Bush headwinds. Did that make sense? There's fatigue out there. I think in September of 2016, people's premiums are going to be a lot higher today for health care because of Obamacare. A lot of employers are going to drop coverage. How do they beat us demographically? Any Republicans in the room? Hey, meet me in the corner. 2012 was a demographic race. Mitt Romney is one of the most decent people I've ever met. He said, much to his credit, his biggest mistake was adopting self-deportation. We had too many debates and he got pushed too far to the right. How do you win the White House with 27% of the Hispanic vote? I really do believe that Hispanics and other minorities are going to be looking for something different and new. Immigration is the primary reason, the debate, in my mind, how we've gone from 44 to 27. If you don't believe that, then you're not listening to our Hispanics brothers and sisters. Self-deportation means the following. Since 1986, millions of people have been coming here illegally, mostly to work. We have 2 borders, the Mexican border and the Canadian border, right? I've never met an illegal Canadian. They come to Myrtle Beach, go swimming in March, and go home. We're glad they do because it's too cold for us. Most people here illegally are here to work. Do you agree? They come from poor and corrupt countries. A young woman comes in the late 80s with 1 child, and she has 2 more. She's been cleaning our toilets. She's been servicing our hotels. She's been working 4 jobs to raise 3 kids. 2 of them are American citizens because they were born here. 1 of the 3 is now a Marine on his 2nd tour in Afghanistan. He comes back home and he says, "Where's Mom?" You haven't heard? She's walking back to Mexico. Self-deportation means that you drive them out. Self-deportation means that you break up families. Nobody wants a felon to stay. Nobody wants a troublemaker. But most of the people here have been working very hard, and I'll give them a chance to get right with the law. And the reason I want a pathway to citizenship is I don't like the underclass approach to America. I don't like the hired help approach that Europe has, where you come to a European country, you live there all your life, but you can't be part of that country. If I'm President of the United States, we'll have a challenging pathway forward to citizenship, but I would not sign a bill unless it allowed people who we agree as a group to stay here all their lives, unless one day they could be part of us. I'm looking for assimilation too. So from an immigration point of view, if we continue to push an unrealistic solution to immigration, we're not going to be able to get that second look that is there for us to have. We've moved. Self-deportation is in our rearview mirror. But there are people running for president on the Republican side who've said some very mean things that are continuing a narrative that is killing us. When I was 21, my mom died. When I was 22, my dad died. Neither one of my parents finished high school. We owned a liquor store, a bar, and a pool room. That's why I'm well qualified to be president. My family was destroyed by illness. I will not destroy families just for the hell of it. And that's what self-deportation means.